What's going on, guys? So in front of me, you were looking at what a lot of people would arguably say is one of the best built, mass-produced, quality manufactured RVs that you can buy in the market today. And that is the GeoPro by Rockwood. Now, Rockwood does a lot of things right, but we're going to ask that question when we review this video. Are they really doing a lot of things right with this RV? Hang tight, I'll be right back. So we're going to start by taking a look at the numbers on this unit. It's got a 5,495 pound GVWR, 1,286 pounds worth of cargo capacity. It rides on twin 3,000 pound axles, so the axle capacity actually exceeds the GVWR, which is a really good thing. Plus, the cargo capacity isn't crazy. On a lot of these small units, you're seeing like 2,500 pounds worth of cargo capacity, which might make people actually believe they can load over a ton of stuff into their RV, even though it's a relatively small RV. So I like the fact that they're more realistic with their cargo capacity, and it has 15-inch D-rated tires. So it's got a good load rating on the tire, even though the brand is one of those areas that I probably think they could have done a little better with. But I know what they were going for, and we'll talk about that when we get there. You have a spot for two 20-pound propane cans on here, which is nice for the size of RV this is. You have a huge battery box up front, which I can also appreciate. You could easily fit a couple smaller batteries in, or maybe even one larger battery. That said, you have your power front tongue jack with a little rubber grommet that looks like somebody scraped it away or probably hit it on something. You have your 2 5/16" ball, a place to put your 7-way connector. Really nice frame rails are nice and clean. You have your docking lights, plus a really nice quick drop stabilizer leg system from Lippert. You have a really tiny storage area in here. So this is like super tiny. I thought it would extend further in, but it doesn't. But at least they gave you some storage, and they were nice enough to put a baggage door on it. You have Schwintek slide out mechanisms. Some people don't like them. Some people think that they're great. Overall, I think the consensus is that if you use it on a smaller slide out and you don't try to maintain it in a way that's inappropriate, such as trying to grease it, they last a pretty good amount of time, as long as, again, once you pull the slide in, you continue to hold the button for about 3 to 5 seconds so the system goes in completely and resets itself. So I have no problem with the slide out system on here. As we come around, this looks like it has a standard water heater with a tank. Yeah, it looks like a tank water heater, which a lot of people like, because on-demand water heating systems are nice because you get unlimited hot water. The challenge a lot of people run into is that whenever they don't have gas or they're connected to shore power, they're still having to use gas to heat their water. You have your other stabilizer back here, your sewer connections here with all of your valves at the very end, which is nice. And you have your furnace right there. Coming around this way, you have your water connections plus your 30-amp connection back here. All LED lighting. It is wired for a backup camera as well. And you also have a 2-inch receiver that is designed for accessory racks and things like that, not for towing. Got a good amount of storage back here. Kind of makes up for that side storage. Plus you have some of your accessories here, like one of your outside table areas. Probably a shower. Yep. You have a good size awning, which runs all the way down the side. LED light strip underneath it, plus frameless windows, which looks really good. Let's see if I can open this one. So out here, looks like you might have a small area for a grill. So you have the gas lines right here. You just pull your grill out, set it on top, and you're good to go. And that is all spring loaded really well, plus some extra storage there. Nice slam latches for your baggage door there also. Westlake tires. So these are their CR 857 tires. Off-road tires, I think they're mainly for looks, but you know, from a sliding perspective, they can probably add some grip if you're going to be sliding over something like sand. But what I like about this is the fact that they're using torsion axles. So if you look underneath here, you can see it is not your traditional leaf sprung suspension. You have your propane connections here. It actually looks like you have dual propane connections as well. I love the fender skirting that comes off of the side. It gives it a really kind of muscular, beefy look to it. Definitely a really good look for the overall side view of this, if that's what matters to you. You have your MORAD step above steps. And at first up here, I thought we were going to have storage, but it's actually a small Magic Chef refrigerator. So really, all of your outside storage is that tiny little compartment over there. the little back area, which is actually a little bigger, plus a little area off to the side there. So not a tremendous amount of outside storage, but all of that really doesn't play into the build quality of this unit. I believe on top they have a single 200-watt solar panel as well. All right, so let's take a look inside of this Rockwood G20FK, which this is a front kitchen unit. One thing they like to talk about here is the fact that it's composite construction, so you don't have to worry about delamination, moldy, or wet wood. Okay, as we step in, you have Power Pro, which is basically their voice-activated system to turn things off and on and to be able to control things. Plus, you have Bluetooth connectivity as well, so you can control things from your smartphone, which is nice. You have a Go Power 30-amp solar charge controller here as well. Plus, you can turn your refrigerator power switch on and off. This is your outside refrigerator, which is also nice. You have a 110 outlet right here. You have your power box right there as well. And that's auto detecting, so if you put a lithium iron phosphate battery in here, drain it down completely, and it can switch to detect lithium technology, which is nice. Okay, so this is a higher quality unit in terms of suspension, the things that they're doing there. I do wish they would go with a more solid type countertop surface. This is a thermofoil countertop, basically means a plastic wrap over wood countertop. Not a big fan of it because it can get damaged easy, and in the super, super hot sun over time, it can delaminate. 3-burner cooktop, oven, Magic Chef. Drawer down there. You got more drawers over here, or little areas for stuff. Then you have drawers right there. And then cabinet there. You have your Magic Chef refrigerator, and I believe, well, I thought this was a convection, but I don't think this one is convection. But this may actually have some other features built into it. Just trying to take a look at the menus right here. Looks like a standard small compact microwave. You have some wireless chargers here that pop up and give you some 110 outlets and USB charging. Really, really tiny sink. I almost feel like they went a little too small. I'm usually okay with that, but that is a super tiny sink. Nice window up front with magnetic hold for you to be able to drop this down and magnetically attach it right there. Let's see how I do this. So yeah, this I think normally will just magnetically hold right there. Nice soft closing brackets right there. You have a Coleman Mach air conditioning system, thermostat controlled. Thermostat's right back here near the bed. You have your TV on the wall. Huge sofa that can fold out into a bed. Plus your dinette essentially is this right here, and it can swing out on top of you, so you can eat, and if you put it right in the middle, it's probably good for 2 people. Your Magic Chef 12-volt refrigerator. Little cup holders on the side here. Plus nice soft closing hinges there as well. Back here you have your bed and bunk. Now, that's a bit sketchy to me because I sure know that if my daughter was laying up there and I was laying down here, that at some point my daughter would probably fall on me and it would not be comfortable. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that was intended for. I probably would have said, you know what, just use that as extra space or for storage or whatnot, which you can still do. Then you have some storage cabinets right there. Plus you have a drawer under here, pretty good sized drawer. You have your furnace vents right there as well. A lot of windows back here, so you get a lot of light coming in. And there's that thermostat we talked about earlier. Stepping into the bathroom, porcelain foot flush toilet. Has a thermofoil countertop, plastic basin sink, very small shower tub combination. Reminds me of the first RV we had. Then you have a good sized medicine cabinet. You have some net storage up here to hold things in place, like all your towels and such. Same here for your toiletries and such. Good amount of space in here though for the size of this RV, considering it only has one slide, which is this slide right here. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment below. There are things I like about this. They're doing some things really well. I love the suspension setup. I love what they're doing from that perspective. I love the fact that they're prepping it with some of the right equipment. I really wish they would just check the rest of those boxes to really make this a phenomenal unit. Not just a good value, but an excellent value. Put a real solid surface countertop material in here. Same in the bathroom. That's a big area for me. Larger sink in here would have also been nice. But really, aside from that, there's nothing crazy bad about this. It's actually really nice, and there's a lot of reasons why people get these, and one of those reasons is because of how they build them. And they notably build these with some better materials for the floor, for the ceiling, in the walls, just things that make them last a little bit longer. But some of the areas that they miss are the areas that can also make you feel really frustrated about your RV if it gets damaged, like the countertop surface. But drop a comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are, especially if you own one of these. I'd love to know how you feel about it, and if what I'm saying holds true to you as well. Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.